that's when you get the negative feedback because you don't agree with how they think. Turns out Stern was like,
"Gotcha, bitch."
I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Maybe they've learned something from every game, and this time it'll be different.
What?
I gotta show everybody my wiener. Use my wiener.
I mean, it's basically a Led Zeppelin jukebox with flippers.
The game is going to sell. He just did a mic drop and then walked the hell out of the room. That's big dick energy if I've ever seen it. It's pinball. It shouldn't be too serious. I mean, if you take pinball to a serious level, you get The Godfather.
Lie back down.
I know I'm gonna get some hate from those of you out there that are probably doing it, but that's what it is. The back glass says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there at the top, and 4 inches up, if that, the title's there again. That makes no sense. And I mean, what's concerning to me is that through the whole build process, no one brought it up that, hey, maybe we should make this a little bit better. No one mentioned it. We believe this idea to be the best course of action for us and for you, but mainly because it's gonna cost us nothing.
He dies. He dies.
We need to find out what these suckers will pay for a crappy product that your toddler drew for us. She draws on a first grade level. And the thing is, I know one of the people over social media has informed me that a lot of the times, at least as of 3 years ago, majority of the things that I would post or say to them was fucking blocked. Why are you promoting and asking for deposits on a game that's still 6 months out? Which camera are we on? We're on this camera. All right. What is going on, ladies and jelly spoons? How's the audio coming in for you guys? It looks like the audio is good on my end, but I want to make sure before we get into this that we're all good to go. Good, good, good. All right. So literally, why is there 2 of these chats going? Let me fix that. What is going on here? First of all, let me get rid of that. And which one? That one. Why are you up there? Get rid of you. Okay. So, literally, as this stream was loading up during this intro, I just got off the phone with David Van Ness at Barrels of Fun. And supposedly I'm gonna be able to reveal or let you guys in on some information. All right, so he just gave me the go ahead. Okay, so that will be one thing also that we're gonna go over when it comes to talking about what's going on with all the different manufacturers out there and stuff. So that will be an exclusive unless he's about to post it up on Facebook or whatever, but he just gave me the go ahead to let you guys hear something. We'll just say that. So, did anything happen today? First of all, I'm gonna see how long it takes everybody to notice this. No one has mentioned anything yet. No one has said anything yet about anything being different or okay. Look at no. I'm sorry, Mr. Rand Pastrana, whatever, says that things are different. No, I'm not drunk. I'm merely excited / anxious. A lot of feelings are going through me right now, honestly, and one of them is that evidently the carnival's in town, so I'm going to be taking the kids to the carnival. So that is one thing. Are you finally going to put a multimorphic P3 machine in your game? Not yet, at least. But that will be something to mention here. Now, the big thing, I say big thing, but one of the things that I am going to talk about and mention here, my patrons already know about it. I actually put up a post and everything, so they're well aware of what's going down. But I have broke my own rules, and for multiple reasons. There's multiple reasons behind this, and I don't know if I'm going to go into all the details as of just yet, because there's still a little bit of ground that needs to be laid down, kind of thing. But so anything happened today? We get any announcements or reveals or anything? Yes, we did. That's right. King Kong was officially announced. So we'll start with Stern. That's going to be what we'll start with. Let me get for those, for whatever reason, if you're under a rock, we'll go to the trailer here. Let me turn off transitions so you ain't got to deal with that anymore. And for those that have not seen the teaser yet, here you go. So, all right, let me take that transition off. Let me get the.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Why is it
It's
showing
me.
next in YouTube. Michael B, if you're watching, evidently YouTube wanted me to have your video up here next. So, all right. So first of all, the teaser for King Kong. Overall, my impressions of it, it could definitely be a lot better than that. But I almost feel like they're kind of edging us on this. I think that there's definitely going to be more in this game, and the gong is merely just a portion of the game. Like, oh, here's you a little something. But it's definitely not what we got with Dungeons and Dragons, with the whole dragon head moving around and stuff. They were showing us the big thing on D&D, whereas I think this is going to be something minuscule that they've shown us on Kong right here. But can you imagine if that was like the big deal? This is all our resources, guys. We spent all this time, money, and effort, and here it is, the gong. Do you think that the Kong pin will be based on the OG King Kong or the modern King Kong? I think this King Kong is going to be a whole new story. I think this is something that Stern has completely developed on their own. That's what I'm seriously, I am guessing here at this, but that's what it seems like so far. I will point out and mention, for what little we've seen on the screen when it comes to the graphics and stuff like that, it looks really good. I mean, it was just a motion, a video portion of a man like Indiana Jones type walking. Very little to judge on, but it did look very smooth. We'll see if the on-screen display and everything is as awesome as Metallica. So I think the initial trailer teaser thing was a little bit. You don't really got a lot to go on right there, but a part of that I think also is that Stern realizes, and I think a lot of you out there are aware of this too, is that do they really need to have something fancy, a trailer that's got a whole lot of zigzag and boom and showing you all the good stuff, when everyone that's pretty decently in the hobby is well aware that this is a Keith Elwin game? And if history repeats itself, then it's going to be another Elwin title that people either are going to eventually enjoy when the code develops, or is it just going to be an amazing shooting game? I think it's the fact that we've got pedigree with Elwin. That's the main thing. And he's basically a brand on his own if you think about it. Zigzag zoom. Let me close down this. All right. So, but that's my initial impressions of what we got so far with King Kong, is that it's like not much to go on, and we've got a gong in the game, obviously, but from what little you can see around it, I mean, it's like I definitely want to see more. The teaser did its job. It's enticed it enough to where it's like, I really feel like I should see more. I want to see more. Off topic, but I think you played the new Metallica. Do you prefer the new version or the old version? I prefer the new version. The new version looks better, and the visuals on the screen are obviously 1,000% better than the old school version. We need more mechs and toys. Spooky winning right now. Spooky is doing very well right now. Very well. All right. I wish it was based on the old school King Kong. Knew it wasn't when they didn't call it Skull Island. Yeah, I think this is like their own tale, their own story. We don't know if it's going to be like Godzilla, where we're battling other stuff as King Kong. Am I losing my voice again? I better not be, but it sounds like I am. But, no, it may be. I may have to if I'm going to the carnival, I may have to drink something. So let's see, new thread in cost to LE a Stern Pro / premium, answer by a Spooky or 2K. I don't know. That's so here. So along with the announcement of Kong, which, like I said, everybody was pretty well aware that it was Kong and that it's Elwyn. But we did get a little bit more from Jersey Jack Pinball. Let me get it up here on the main display right here so everybody can see this in case you did not see it. And this is supposedly written by Jack. Dear friends, collectors, and the extended family of Jersey Jack Pinball, we are approaching a moment we've dreamed about for a long time. One of the most momentous times in the history of pinball. After years of relentless dedication, love, and hard work, we are beyond proud to announce the upcoming release of Harry Potter Pinball. This is not just a game. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment for our company, for our community, and for the countless fans around the world who have kept the magic alive. The love, passion, and demand for this title have been unprecedented. Soon, we finally get to share with you something we've poured our hearts and souls into. Bringing Harry Potter to life in pinball form has been an extraordinary journey. We've worked for years behind the scenes, refining every detail, fighting for the license, and staying true to the spirit of the wizarding world. We believe the final result will be everything you've hoped it would be, and more. But this is just one. But this isn't just about one game. This is all of us, our loyal fans, our collectors, our dreamers, our creators. The pinball community has weathered difficult times lately. We've all felt the uncertainty, the challenges, and the weight of keeping this art form alive. Yet, we continue to support one another, lift each other up, and move forward with love, purpose, and positivity. To our tiny world of pinball that we hold so dear, thank you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for standing by us, and thank you for helping us create a future where passion, imagination, and craftsmanship still matter. This Harry Potter release is for you, for the kids inside all of us, for the magic we never stopped believing in. With heartfelt gratitude and excitement, Jack Guarnieri, founder, Jersey Jack Pinball. Very well written statement, by the way. Chat was going crazy, guys, so let me kind of go through here and get caught up. So, someone's already saying Jack didn't write that. Wasn't J.K. Rowling very resistant about having the license go to pinball manufacturer? Yeah, I believe she was. Terry Hardy, be honest, why do you think JJP was hyping up Harry Potter pinball more than Avatar or Elton John? Do you think those wouldn't sell as good, so they're relying on HP to be great? Very lengthy, but, good question. I think that they're well aware of the property potential and the cash flow that the Harry Potter license has. this is something like the statement says. They've been trying to get this for years. I think other manufacturers have probably attempted in the past. I don't know how much they have spent on this particular license, obviously multiple millions of dollars, like Jack said, at Texas Pinball Festival. But I think it's one of those that, they were kind of weathering the storm. If Avatar didn't sell very well, or if Elton John didn't sell very well, it was one of those, we know we've got something coming that everyone's going to love. And I'm kind of hoping that they did the whole F the BOM on this game. I think they should. It's because of the massive investment they had to make. Yeah, the millions of dollars that had to go into this. Stringer coming in strong with the $2. Would have been a lot cooler if it was He-Man. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to try to go through these topics, things to mention, and I'll get to the major point. One of the main reasons why I even started this stream. So, let's let you guys decide. Do you want the sneak peek audio of Barrels of Fun game number 2, or do you want me to tell you what I've got to say? Something that I never thought would happen. No one cares about me. What the hell is going on over there at Barrels? That's what it seems like so far. Okay. All right, guys. I get it. Gary, nobody cares about you. Just show us the damn... Hold on. Let me scroll up and bring it up right here. So this is merely just going to be a little teaser for you guys, audio-wise. And I'm sure they're going to release it on their Facebook page here pretty soon and everything. So if you don't get a chance to catch it on the stream, I'm sure they're going to share it here very soon on their Facebook. But this is one of at least 2 that I'm aware of that they're going to be releasing here, showing off more things that will be included with the purchase of game number 2. So, but this audio, I'm going to play it, and this is, I want to make sure it comes in good here, but this is the coil test for game number 2. And of course, it's not wanting to come through my desktop audio, so let me download this. Oh, it's muted. Oh, okay. Why does it keep wanting to mute it? Play. This is the coil test now. Lame. I already see Johnny Pinball, like, lame. This is something that I think that once it gets shared and that I can actually get it into like Audacity and kind of enhance the sounds, because I think around the 5-second mark or so is when you hear what sounds to me like a mech. Some sort of fancy, I'll play it again if you guys want to crank up your volume to get a better idea, but this is them going through every coil in this game on their coil test. And of course, ending with the shaker motor. Did you hear the little kind of sound effect? There's a lot of damn coils going off too. So that is their coil test for game number 2. Their game will be revealed next week. I will be going down there to see this game. I honestly have not seen the game, guys. I have not. That is for Barrels of Fun, game number 2. That is the coil test. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to share it on their Facebook page here pretty soon. So if you guys want to get a better listen on it, to kind of enhance it, then you will be able to, kind of thing. So, all right. So let's wrap this up with what is I was going to tell you guys. So as you can see behind me, and for those that haven't seen, background's a little different. I'm missing some games. And one of my games went to the local arcade. Actually, no, two of my games. My damn Need for Speed Carbon finally got rid of that. I didn't want the damn thing to begin with. So that's gone. That's at my local arcade. Definitely lost money on that. And I have also sold my Deadpool. Now, for a couple of reasons. And the reason why I've even started this, and like I said, this is my patrons are well aware of this, but I have done something that I never thought I would do. And it's something I've been a strong advocate against doing. I've always been a play before you pay kind of person. So this is where it comes into where I have purchased a new in-box game. And that new in-box game is King Kong. Not just the regular King Kong, a pro, a premium, but a limited edition. And it's like, why, Gary, did you do this? Why did you go all the way in to getting an LE and you haven't even seen the game? You haven't even seen how it plays. And someone could say sucker, but this is where it gets to the point. This isn't so much about me building my collection. This isn't what this is about. This is something I've been wanting to build towards for months now. Because how many times do I do videos talking about games that I've only had 1 or 2 plays on? Because I go to Stern and play them, or I go to a location or whatever, get a couple of games on it, and I'm like, oh, this is what I think about it. And a lot of it is, the criticisms or critiques or comments that I have. It's always, the rebuttal is like, yeah, but he doesn't ever buy the games. He never even really plays them or whatever kind of thing. So I want to put my money where my mouth is on this one. So that's definitely one reason. By getting an LE, I get the game sooner than a lot of people. And this is going to allow me to create a lot of content for a lot of people also out there. Now, granted, this is where people are probably going to be like, oh, what the hell? A lot of that content is going to be exclusive to my Patreon. Why is that? Because a good portion of the money also that went into getting this game is from my patrons that do support me on a monthly basis. The money I get in my Patreon goes right back into the channel. And this is by all means the pinnacle of me purchasing something to improve my content and provide new and different things to you guys. So that's what's going on here. And what I want to do going forward, like I said, this isn't about building my collection. This game is going to be here for, I don't know, a month or 2. And then what happens there is still kind of up in the air because I know that there's raffles that can be done, or I might just sell it or whatever. And that game will go, and that money will immediately go into another new game. Maybe Harry Potter, maybe Barrels of Fun game number 2. And be able to bring in new games as they come out. That's what this is about getting new games as they come out, creating content, and not just me just sitting here insulting or commenting about the game kind of thing. This is me wanting to basically go, hey guys, I've got the game here. I've put a lot of time and effort into playing this game and it's crap or whatever kind of thing. I mean, the content's going to be a number of things for those that want to live vicariously through me as I go through the LE, the underside, possibly even taking things apart to see how things work, stuff like that. So let me get some feedback on what's going on in chat here, guys. See what everybody's talking about, whether like people are hating or talking good. We'll see what we got going on here. I'm not seeing any hate, so there's that. But buying a pen without playing it first, wow, yes. And this is one of my patrons right here too. So like, this is something that, trust me, I was like, man, I can't fathom doing something like this. But like I said, this is not about me and what I've got behind me. This is a matter of like getting what's going on and putting my money where my mouth is. A lot of the times people want to give me credit, or not credit, give me crap because I'm not buying the games. So we're going to resolve that. I'm going to be buying the games, playing them, and the money in the games are going to rotate, and new content is going to come from those games. And yeah, and Johnny Pinball, you are correct. Since this is the first game to do this with, it is a safer bet to start with something that's pretty much got the pedigree and the history of being good. Has Barrels of Fun dropped any hints on what their next game is going to be? Junior, I'm not sure if you heard earlier, but I did show off some of the audio. They're probably going to release it on their Facebook here pretty soon. For you guys to think pinball is expensive, you must not have priced new Raw Thrills arcade games. The fact that Elizabeth Gieske said that this is Elwin's best layout holds some weight. You should be in a good place. Oh, Stearns QC has been absolute dog shite. Recently, can't wait to see the issues. Oh man, I hope not. Well, you can take it off your taxes. Yeah. Everything in regards to my Patreon and everything, it's basically going right back into it. So it's always a tax write-off and everything. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you guys, is that the King Kong LE will be here at the speed of whatever it is. And so what pin is being replaced? That's the thing, Muller Medic. I've already removed. I need to adjust the size of that thing. That thing is still ridiculously. Which one is that? Why is that so large? That's what she said. But like, yeah, but I want to be able to rotate out new games, get a bunch of time on it, and use that money to buy the next game, the Harry Potter. You know, like I said, Barrels of Fun, game number 2.
Give me some quarters, baby.
Jackpot. Enzo, we want more Wayner and Patreon. I'm going to assume he's talking about my dachshunds for that one. So what pen is being replaced? It's already been taken care of. As you can see from the lineup, Deadpool's gone and my racing game is gone. That gives me room to where I'm going to have a couple of pins on this side, a couple of pins on this side, and the Spotlight game right here behind me kind of thing. I like the idea. At least he will be buying, playing, and showing us the ropes, unlike other content creators who rarely or never buy games. And trust me, I get it. I mean, for those that would give me crap for like, yeah, but he never buys or whatever. Like, oh, Kerry said he liked this game. Yeah, but he ain't going to buy it. And I'm like, well, just because I like it doesn't mean I should buy it. That's my mentality. I'm like, yeah, I can like something without buying it. But yeah. Did I sell Last Action Hero? It's still here, but it still is up for sale. I may have to lower the price by taking out like the pen sound.
Give me some quarters, baby.
Save some people some money. What's your guess on Barrels of Fun, Dune, or Goonies? Honestly, if I was to give you guys a guess, I would be lying. And I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm just going to remain quiet on that. But thank you for the $5 there, Papa Mac. So, any other questions? Like I said, there's more information and details to come in regards to this. Because there's a lot of things still in the works. And that includes my Patreon tier levels. We're gonna have different names and different perks. This is all kind of like in development and everything. So we're, I'm still working out the kinks that have yet to develop, kind of thing. But like I said, starting out with an Elwin title, especially an LE, I don't want to say it's a surefire way or whatever, but it's the most safe bet when it comes to getting a new game and selling it. And it's not going to be about profiting off of it. That's why I'm looking into the whole raffle situation kind of thing. Like, all I need to do is make my money back on it kind of thing. And I know that the market right now is definitely hard and people don't like the price of pinball. So maybe people don't have a problem with going in on a raffle kind of thing, at a chance for me to ship the game to you after I'm done with it kind of thing. I'm willing to take feedback, guys, on thoughts and opinions on this. Nothing's set in stone just yet. What version of Potter would you personally consider if past differences, etc.? I don't know. Like, if I went to the collector's edition, and I would have to spend more than, the 13 grand that, the LE of Kong costs. Why not a premium though? The LE, to get it sooner. If they did their premiums first, then I would go for the premium. But the LEs, they do those first. And not to mention, like I said, it's an Elwyn game. It's kind of like, like it's most safe to put, your chips in on whether or not that game is going to do well, kind of thing. And like I said, this is just, for whatever reason, this first game and doing what I have ideas on completely fails, then okay, bad idea. Let's try something else, or we'll move on to something else. But this is just kind of, like I said, things are being set in motion. And the first thing I wanted to make sure I accomplished was getting the LE of Kong. And that's done. Paid for, done. There's no like, oh, well, maybe. Like, it was one of those where my local distro, shout out to Fun Billiards and More, he managed to fit me in to the allotment that he was able to get, and we're all paid up and good to go. Yeah, there's 933 Kongs. Now, how many have sold? I don't know yet. I think the big sales will definitely start rolling in on the 15th when the game gets officially revealed. But I think a lot of people, and this is something, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the LE, mainly because, and this is something I didn't know because I've never looked into getting an LE. But, and I'm completely on board with this decision making that distros have, is that whether you people know it or not, distros have the typical buyers for LEs. They call them whales. That may be one or two distros that call them that, but basically the people that buy every LE that comes out. The ones that have the FU money or whatever. I have a couple of them on my Patreon. You know who you are. But like, those are the people that they're going to take care of first. So even being me, it's one of those where he's like, I got to take care of my usual buyers first. If I get a higher allotment, then I'll be able to get you in, kind of thing. And since the teaser came out today, or the announcement, then he got his allotment and let me know that I'm able to get it. Tom's like, whales. But yeah, I mean, like I said, things are still in motion on this. I have plans in place, and once the plans are in place, and these are going to be things that I'm going to be discussing with my patrons, kind of thing, about how to move forward with this, because I feel like it needs to be a little more exclusive, kind of thing. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content just for them in regards to the games that I obtain, and when it comes to even possibly raffling or selling it off, that may be exclusive to my Patreon people as well. Kind of narrows down who's even able to raffle for it. Nothing's set in stone. I know it's gonna make a lot of you mad out there, but those are some ideas that are flowing right now. But the main point is that I want to put my money where my mouth is and start buying these games, get a lot of time on them, playing them, go through the game inside and out, showing everybody that's even interested in that kind of thing, all that stuff that you normally wouldn't see on other content creators. Because I personally like to see what other people are doing, and it's like, what could I do that they're not doing? Or what I like to be different. And another part of that is that I don't watch a lot of other creators as well, because I don't want my ideas and thoughts to kind of like be drawn from what they've said or done, kind of thing. So, because I don't want to be in an echo chamber. It's like, you know, I do have certain people that I do watch or listen to. Russell, throwing more cash out here. Russell Gibson, thank you very much for the $50 right there. I mean, you've already bought my Earthshaker. So it's like, evidently he's one of the guys with the FU money. That's what I was telling you about earlier. So raffle sounds cool. That's what it sounds like, at least so far, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you have a chance to, granted, it may be a small chance, but not as small as, you know, you think. But a chance to get an Elwyn LE in the upcoming future in case you're not able to get one. We're going to see. I love Elwyn and Stearns are fun, but I'll never buy a new inbox again with their current QC and prices. Godspeed to you, nibbies. New inbox ease. I'll buy your games for 4K less than a year. Oh, man. Here's 50 and I'll enjoy the new game in the lineup, brother. So, yeah. Any other questions, comments, or concerns, or anything that we need to discuss? We talked about the release of the official announcement of Kong. We've mentioned the letter from Jack Winari in regards to Harry Potter, and another little sneak peek from Barrels of Fun on game number 2. Now, for those that didn't hear earlier, I will be going down to Barrels of Fun next week to play game number 2 and get some footage and everything like that recorded. And of course, anything that I'm able to divulge sooner, my patrons will be the first one to know about it. Will Elwyn do it again? Maybe. I'm even more excited if Gieske said that this is his best layout. Any big names doing the music on Kong? Jerry Thompson. Jerry Thompson is behind the audio for Kong.
Give me some quarters, baby.
Which is good, because I love Jerry's work. Thank you very much, Papa Mac, for the $10. Way back when you did the video on cleaning your pens, it was a good starting point when I started. Having in-depth videos on new titles will be helpful too. Keep it up. Oh, thank you very much. I would like to hope that I'm evolving. And as far as like doing more content with restorations and everything, I haven't stopped that. I've just been like putting it off. I still have 2 other games over here that I need to get to. They're in the other room over here. Don't they always say it's their best layout yet? Well, maybe. I don't know for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. It'd be a good thing to say. Am I going Thursday? Are you asking if I'm going Thursday to Stern? No. I have to work. And I'm wanting to use as few PTO days on pinball until I can officially get my schedule changed to where I can start having the weekends off. I'm happy that David Thiel is doing Harry Potter. David Thiel on audio, that's another good one. But and that's the other thing also, is like, why would I go all the way up there to Stern to play the game? And it seems like that the crew behind the game isn't even going to be there. Like, they're going to be in Michigan for some other show. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it seemed like the crew behind Kong is not even going to be at the Stern factory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I was reading earlier in regards to, like, was it Pinball at the Zoo or something? Are you modding or upgrading in your current games? Not currently, no. Are you going to the mall later? That's what I'm asking. Oh, What movie is that? Oh no, are you going to the mall later? That's what it's like. Oh, Billy Madison. Thank you. Oh man, that was gonna bother me there, Stringer. I want to play Phantasy Star Online now. Oh, I'm telling you, man, love me some Phantasy Star Online back in the day. First L1 game I won't own because we now have 25% tariff in Canada. Move, Miles. Come on down here. It's like a 2.5 hour drive for them. Okay, so they will be there to just for the. Okay, I didn't know how far away it was going to be, kind of thing. So that I was going to say, I was like, that'd be horrible. Go up there and play this, and I don't even get to shoot this shit with Elwin himself for about his game and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Pinball at the Zoo is the show in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The post I saw didn't specify the design team, just someone from Stern. Oh, it seemed like they were talking about the whole crew. Any plans to add a new game to your game room? Junior, did you just get here? Kong LE will be here probably in a couple of weeks, depending on the build speed that Stern's got going. I love Texas. I would be an extra 100 pounds heavier in a year with all your barbecue. Yeah. And someone just recently shared another barbecue place with me, and it looks pretty damn good. So I'll probably have to check that place out this weekend if I can. Am I going to the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show? They announced today they will have Kong. No, sadly. Like I said, that's another reason why I was like, if I get Kong LE, then I just got to wait a couple of weeks and I'll be able to play it as much as I want. I really want to see Metal Music Pins outside of Metallica with Charlie Benante, sorry, and Scott Ian doing a lot of Stern music and I love a pinball. Let's see an Anthrax pen. I don't know. We'll see how things going. I mean, they're doing all kinds of stuff here. Is that barbecue place called Barry O's? No, it's not. Oh man. All right, but I'm not. I figure I'll stay on here for another 10 minutes max. I don't know when that carnival closes, and I told the girls that this would be a short stream, but I'm gonna wrap it up here in the next 5-10 minutes. But do I need to play the audio again for Barrels? Are you guys good on that? I know some people missed it, maybe. Like I said, they've got at least one more announcement that I'm aware of that they're going to be showing off what's going to be included with game number 2. And I'm guessing their games going forward. Good on the audio. All right. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be shared on their Facebook page here pretty soon, more than likely. But I got the go ahead as my stream was booting up from David that I could share that with you guys. Are there any Arcade 1-Up games you would add to your game room? No, I've only got the Arcade 1-Up cabinet. Inside here is a computer that plays everything. I'm not getting Arcade 1-Up cabinets. No. Well, there was a question right here. So this is another thing I thought about doing a video on. We'll wrap up this session by talking about themes. And I think and here's my deal with this. Stern's King Kong. Harry Potter. Barrels of Fun. Highly rumored to be Dune at this point. All 3 of these themes do nothing for me. Okay? I understand that a lot of people love Harry Potter and there's a strong following. I completely get it. All right, you do you, boo. But it's just not something I've ever cared about, kind of thing. King Kong, I think a lot of people had a lot of doubts about Godzilla whenever it first came out. Like, Godzilla, ooh, no one cares. And then the game came out and they saw how awesome it was. And then it became #1 game for how many years running now? So when it comes to people talking about Barrels, and if it is Dune, talking about how bad the theme is. Okay, maybe it is a bad theme. But from what I gather, what information and I've been told, they are super proud and super excited about what all they have put into this game. I told David, I was like, David, you got some balls, man, for releasing this at the same time as Stern. And he's like, well, everybody's gonna get to see him on this day, kind of thing. So he's gonna show his balls to everybody. But they are super excited and super proud of what they put together. And like I said, I haven't seen it yet or anything like that. So I'm definitely curious. I went in on 2 games while Barrels of Fun didn't rise above. Meanwhile, Carrie is in the game he's never seen. Yeah. Like I said, this is merely the starting point with Kong. I'll have it for a month or so, and then it'll leave. And who knows? Maybe the next game I get will be game number 2 from Barrels of Fun. But I don't want to wait for it. I want it now. I want to drive down there and pick it up. David, priority. Yeah, so that's the point. I'm glad that certain people are seeing is that Elwyn is a safe bet, so fair. Yes. I have no quarrels with playing it safe. And people ask, like, Carrie, why don't you be a distro? Because there's a lot of risk being a distro. Yeah, there's a good amount of reward, especially when an Elwyn game comes out, but there's also a lot of risk that comes with this, with being a distro. Could be a crap game. Could be like John Wick or Venom, and you got a whole bunch of pros that you've got to sit on and pray that someone that doesn't watch my content buys it. If this is a bad game, I'm blaming you, Carrie. Oh, God. Wouldn't that be my luck? That the first LE I get, the first, game I get new inbox LE is Elwyn's game. And it's like the worst game ever. I'll be like, what are the chances? Why? I did go back and forth with Elwyn a little bit earlier, honestly. I told him that I got the LE, and I mentioned that I was going to be banging that gong. And then I told him, like, I assume that there's going to be other cool stuff in the game. He's like, nah, just a bunch of ball paths. I was like, oh, God, no. Oh, but he could be telling the truth. He could just be like, I'm going to let him think that I'm joking, but it's just going to be a bunch of ball paths. When are you buying the Alice in Wonderland pinball? The game is a must-have. Which Alice are you talking about? The Wonderland Amusements or the one from DPX? Odds are Elwyn is due for a flop. No one bats 1,000. And I'm hoping that the trend continues, obviously. But here's the thing, is like, even though, I know there's people out there that don't want to spend that kind of money on LE because of value being lost over so many months and everything. And that's the other good thing about potentially doing the raffle portion of this is that, like, you don't want to spend $13K or it's going to lose thousands of dollars in X amount of months. But maybe you could get an LE Kong for whatever the spots are going to cost at this point. I don't know. I kind of want to keep the spot numbers low because I don't know how many people are going to want to get on it, kind of thing. So there may be just 70 spots, something like that. And this will include shipping to anybody in the US kind of thing. So I don't know, what is it, like $140 or whatever per spot kind of thing. I'm talking with people that have done these raffles before and learning the methods that they go about doing, kind of thing. That's the thing. Yeah, AIQ. I love the way that game shoots. I don't know how to play it at all, but damn it, every shot feels freaking good. Alice in Wonderland pin that can't be played like in Spinal Tap. Okay, that from Wonderland Amusements. I almost backed that merely just to get it here and do some content on it. And then probably drive it up to Todd's roof or ship it to him so he can throw it off the damn roof to have some additional content there, kind of thing. But I will give Wonderland Amusements this. It looks better than I thought it would. But all right, guys. I think I'll wrap this up, and then I guess I'm taking the kids to the carnival, and I'm probably going to fill up on corn dogs or something like that, I guess, there. But I wanted to do a very impromptu stream here to let you guys know what's going on upcoming in the channel, and as things get more hammered down, I'll create a video going over what the plans are, and my patrons, they're going to know first. So, yeah. Go to the carnival, spin and barf. Oh, no. Corn dog review tomorrow. And I'm hungry, too, so I'm afraid how much money I'm going to spend on carnival food. Funnel cake, turkey leg, a couple of corn dogs. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. But all right, guys. More stuff coming soon. I still have to finish up my Texas pinball video. That's in the works. So by all means, stay tuned. A lot of stuff coming, and a lot of exclusive content obviously coming to my patrons out there, especially when it comes to when the Kong is going to be here. I can't believe that. I still cannot believe that I bought a game without even seeing it. I give people crap for buying a game without playing it, and then all I saw was a gong getting hit. But I just knew that this was needed to be where the change started. I was like, it's got to be Elwin's first. It's got to be Elwin's game to see how this goes. All right, guys. Good evening. Love you a long time. I'll see y'all later. Bye.